tempo. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And now with the 2, it's easy because we go inside. Now the 3 is a strange thing because we have a long way out. So either it's kind of this way, a little diagonal, 1, 2, like this way, or 1, 2, it also comes like a big arch from inside to far outside. Either way, but we have to be very consistent. So it's either 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. The orchestra or the chorus always has to see the same thing, so they know when they do this, this is always travel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Then now when we do these movements, they want to be as independent as possible. So not both ones all of a sudden go here. This goes there. This stays vertical. So the rest of the chorus of the orchestra knows this is a centered gesture here. And nothing gets here. Then the orchestra has to look far out to see what we do. Now let's keep this centered. So there's 1, 2, very almost independent. And then we have 1 and 1. And we also stay stable so we don't lean out. And 1, 2, the sound has to come to us. So they seem centered towards us, as us supposed leading into them. So we have 1, 2, 3, you can join me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Exactly. Wonderful. Now this is something we could do with any beat, anytime. We could do a whole hour now. Say we have 2. Conduct me, please, just simply with these 8 notes, just as you have done before. So what do? We go to our 6, 3, 4. Very good. Now the next thing is that we have 3 beats on the 1, and the rest have 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So we start with the upbeat. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We do this dry once without the piano. We want to understand when we go down, it's a little bit longer, but not a stop. The motion is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Good. Can we try, everyone, even though then, may I ask the concert masters to take their seats, please? And our conductors can stay there for the 3 of you for the moment. You need your music. If you do, you can. And take it. Because you're not doing any of Mozart music one more time. We don't conduct. But you will just play this one more time for us. And we want to understand, is there something that it just goes on more or less horizontally? Or are there somewhere a little bit of vertical orientations for the music? Let's just listen to it one, okay? So as it starts, we know there is no really a melody. We have and then it stops really. And what does it do? This is the start. There's this suspension. Because everything else, just stay there. Okay. Everything else is D major. Nothing changes, right? But so when the harmony changes, our left hand can show an invitation. Here's the first new thing in the music. Orchestra alone, just without the chorus. The two of you in 4. 2 bars, very simple. So it's D major, and the preparation for the melody is just something moves. And when the 3rd bar comes, it helps us to lead into the 4th bar. That's a typical writing for Mozart, also in opera arias. You have 2 bars, introduction. The singer comes in the 3rd bar, and immediately there's a direction to the next bar. So we show right hand maybe, right hand only for 2 bars. A little bit of indication that the melody starts bar 3 and it leads into bar 4. You found very nicely together, a beautiful tempo together. Just do the same thing. It was very good. Here's the big event. They start, but the biggest event is here. Almost. Breathe. Right? And then they guess again. And they have to guess again where the K is. It's really nicely placed. Start right from the chorus entrance one more time. Ave. Guide your hands to the water. Go on. Good, thank you. Can you both now have a look at your score? We agreed that once the chorus came in, we had a 2-bar phrase. What is different in my beats? We do the music again. What did I do?
Have more movement.
Okay. And what kind of movements? See, watch again. I give you 2 versions, okay? Version number 1. And the second version is this. Would you see a difference? Okay, fine. And it's that's a melody you can conduct. Very simple, almost like a folk tune for yourself. First half of trio, please. Hold on. Let's do 1 half, the upbeat, and 1. And 1. It has to be a clear indication. The trio can start very peaceful and very, as if we have no idea that we have a surprise there. This is the way it could go. But now, with Beethoven it's so that's the big surprise. Out of the piano. They have a little bit of crescendo there, but the attack has to be really, really sharp on the sforzato itself. So, very smooth beats. And one, all of a sudden, one is the aimed one, which we had already when we did that one. Yeah? So, in that way, we understand. One wants to stick out. That's also something we want to understand. Where is it? Okay. So the triggers. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can you do this now? It's just in 4. That's the idea. One more time. And just really lead us here. So it's a wonderful cantabile voice with the oboes, bassoon, and clarets. No flutes. Now, the important thing is the path from 1 to 2. Ready? La, 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 right? See the old picture from the beginning from the tennis match. The ball comes fast and has to be answered fast. So that stroke, the preparation for it has to be, that's the most important. You cannot just go, la, why didn't you play forte? Well, show us. Then showing is from 1 to 2. Then you have. Try that one from the beginning, with the first 4 in piano as well.
Before.
Yes. Fortissimo, and then lom, bom, la, la, same idea as in the beginning. La, di, lam, la, la. So we just do the same thing as we did in the beginning. For us, visually, it looks the same. Beethoven uses different instrumentation, so it never sounds the same. That's the beauty about a good composer. He uses the same material, but he makes it sound different. We don't have to look different, because the idea of piano, legato, sforzato on 2 looks the same for us. We have an easy job, the orchestra has a difficult job. Haha. This is why you're a conductor, right? Keep the pulse. Surprise. One more time. Yes. Here. Okay, good. And at the end we have this. La dun 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 dun. So there's a crescendo. 1, 2, 3, and the last one is soft, subito piano for us. So we get a little larger. So 1, dun, dun, and when we have the idea that we have reached the aim, we take all the pressure out on your back at the piano and exaggerate more. So use it soft, stronger, stronger, and then almost nothing, but you can still keep the pulse, right? So we don't lose the tempo. That's the idea. Okay, now do it without the 4, just everything vertical. Okay, let's show it more exactly, especially when the piano spot comes. So crescendo, 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 piano, piano. Good. That's the idea. Totally different music. Let's start right from bar 12 once. So we pretend this is another movement, and you just show us the new kind of music we have. the idea of hallelujah, 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 which is more or less the by beats. The other one is more the horizontal one. And then when we just stop, we get everything together, the long line and the short lines. Let's start from the beginning and get there. But we want to have the idea in bar 12, something totally different starts. Very beginning, please. Excuse me. What dynamic do you want to start with the orchestra? Okay, show us the forte. String forte. Can you also show that when you start a string forte, then it's not just ding, dun, that's your forte, but where does the forte go? Ding, dun, dun, dun. So we understand 1, 2, 3. We arrive somewhere. Can you just play, and just simply play everything you see? That's one way. Or, right? So there's already a way for us to show how we want to start the piece, with what kind of energy, with what kind of aim. It's all in your hands. Sorry, I took the pencil. You don't have to do it with a pencil. But that's the idea. We have a forte, but what kind of forte? Only to the beginning of the bar or to the middle of the bar. And it's your decision. Show us. You have the English text. Okay. For the Lord, the unison spot. 12? Right? Okay. What happens? You have 2 wine glasses. And you go, and everything falls off. Okay? But now you have 3 beer mugs. Give them a push so they can fall off the table. Right? Ah! The whole weight. Bar 12. Everybody. And hallelujah as well. Right? So bar 12 plus. So we have the horizontal line as well as the hallelujah line next bar. So 3, 4, hallelujah, hallelujah. That's where the magnet is, right? It's not just hallelujah, but hallelujah. You're right. Is it clear? Or not? Okay. So you can do hallelujah, a big gesture for the start, or you can do hallelujah, and you show the arrival of the hallelujah with the second beat. Okay. what we said before with Petros, to do a lot of study work before. The transition was beautiful, but now we want to understand. The kingdom of this world. So where does the legato go? Where does the new piano go to? Very good mastering now. With 3, 4, but from 4, where do we go? That's what we're going to have to do this. Okay, one more time, same spot. you have actually three businesses at the same time. You have legato, you have macchiato, and turning the pages. And because you have to turn the pages a lot, because it keeps it preoccupied. So having a different score also helps, right? But that was good. That's the direction you should go, so that the chorus also on the orchestra hears only what they don't see. Everything else you show with your hands. Good luck. Bravo, everybody.